Alright, it's time to rank another soundtrack, and this time I'm going to be doing Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo. Usually I do stage themes. I couldn't do the stage themes in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out because there was only the one fight song. This time there are 4 different fight songs, one for each of the circuits, but I'm also going to do a bonus ranking of all 16 pre-match profile songs that play for each fighter. Most of these are like 8-10 second loops, something like that, so they're going to be very quick and bite-sized. So 16 of those, and then 4 of the main fight themes. I'll preface this like I normally do by saying that this list is just strictly my opinion. It's completely subjective, so your opinion is just as meaningful as mine, so feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Just make sure to respect everybody else's opinion, including mine, and I'll do the same thing for you. I encourage discussion and debate. So without any further ado, let's get on with the list. So first, the 16 pre-match profile themes. Number 16, Nick Bruiser. Jesus Christ, way too much bullshit is going on here. Number 15, Super Macho Man. Generic main riff, then it goes all over the place. It's like you put a bunch of chords in a randomizer and hit frappe. Out comes your song. 14, Bald Bull. The bass has a cool tone, but the lead sounds like shit. 13, Masked Muscle. It's like Bald Bull, but not as bad. 12, Hoy Carlo. Stereotypical Asian riff with the stabby-ass guitar synth tones from a lot of what you'll hear in the soundtrack. There are some chimey sounds in the background, at least. 11, Dragon Chan. The lead is fucking whatever, but the rhythm section has a nice little groove to it. 10, Mr. Sandman. More shitty sounding leads, but the slappy bass is nice. 9, Aaron Ryan. More choppy, sloppy, stabby shit, but there's cowbell here, so that moves it up in the rankings by itself. 8, Bob Charlie. The drums have that same pattern you hear in every Latin beat of all time, but I was kind of expecting something more chill if this is supposed to be a Bob Marley reference. I do like the steel drums, though. 7, Heike Kajiro. The lead instrument that I think is supposed to be a sitar is a little bit too busy, but other than that, this is a solid one. 6, Narcissus Prince. It's a standard Regal sounding Renaissance era tune. Nothing remarkable, but a nice change of pace. 5, Bear Hugger. Decent riff, nice and heavy with a really cool sounding bass. 4, Rick Bruiser. Although it's got that stabby guitar sound, the riff is pretty catchy. 3, Gabby J. Yay! Really groovy beat with a nice bass lead. 2, Piston Hurricane. High energy, and the horns have a sweet-ass tone to it. And number 1, Mad Clown. This one's, interestingly, the song with the most happening. There's lots of different tones, complicated patterns, there's the carnival theme. It's really as batshit as the character that it's based on. Okay, so now we're on to the 4 fight themes. Number 4, Special Circuit. It's energetic, but doesn't really change much. There are 2 verses, but the second one is really not much more than an alternate version of the first. On top of that, the one part that the song is so insistent on sticking with isn't really all that great anyway. It's not bad or anything, it's just pretty bland. And that makes for a pretty weak listening experience when it's bland and repetitive. Number 3, World Circuit. This almost runs into the same problem as the Special Circuit in terms of it being repetitive, but thankfully it actually changes up with a couple different sections, including a breakdown with some cool chugging guitars. Aside from that though, it's still fairly generic, just way more rounded. Like Special Circuit was the demo that needed some beefing up, and this is the finished product. Number 2, Major Circuit. It sounds a lot like the World Circuit, but then it goes into a refrain with some weird pitch bendy things. Very simple, and it's nothing amazing or anything, but it's very distinct. And there's also an extra part thrown in the second time that the loop comes around the bend, so it's really an extended loop to make you believe that the loop is over early. Pretty cool little trick. And number 1, Minor Circuit. Yeah, it's funny, I have them ranked backwards from the end of the game back to the beginning. This one has a very similar pattern to the major circuit. So yeah, these songs sound pretty similar to each other, at least rhythmically. Minor circuit has an almost identical intro to the major circuit, or is it really like the major circuit has an identical riff to the minor circuit? Chicken or the egg? And the main riff sounds the same in terms of the pattern, but the sounds are different. The chugs are muted quicker, and there are these quick little hits that come in at the end of each measure. But what sets this one apart from everything else in the soundtrack are the horns in the refrain. It's got that dirty, off-pitch, slide trombone type sound. And then it hits a sweet crescendo before calming back down with an alternate variation of the original verse, and then the loop ends. Good stuff all around. Overall, I'm glad they went with a different theme for each circuit, but if they decided to make it one song for every fight in the game, like in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, I wouldn't have minded if they went with the minor circuit theme for the whole game. So that's it for the list. Here is a quick recap. Number 4, Special Circuit. Number 3, World Circuit. Number 2, Major Circuit. And number 1, Minor Circuit. So what did you think? What did you agree with, disagree with? Feel free to leave those thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.